Yeah. Sunday, very interesting subject that I'm going to be talking about. That is kind of hard to accept it, and it's a little bit complicated to explain it, right? But yeah, work, it is slavery. Mm. And the Bible was meant not only for mental slavery, but for physical slavery, right? So the God of Genesis, when he said that from now on, from the sweat of your face or your forehead, you're going to eat your bread when you cultivate this ground, this dirt, soil. It is slavery. Yeah. So I have I have a job like anybody else. Hmm. And I have to admit to myself that I am, to a certain degree, a sophisticated kind of a slave, because I work for a company, for a corporation. Hmm. Right? And it's not a sad thing. I'm embracing reality. That's what my channel is, to keep it real with the real ones, right? And yep, from a CEO to the lowest employee, if you didn't found it, if you didn't found the company, if you didn't create the corporation, if you didn't create the company, then you are just another form, more sophisticated, of a slave. Yeah. I know. I know. Sorry, but not sorry at the same time. And I have to share this with my family, with people, because they need to know this, right? They need to know, hi, Ricky, what's up, dope? And this is not a sad topic. This is not a negative conversation. It's not. This is real, right? As your flesh and bones and as your body, right? If you are working for somebody, if you are working for someone for money, you are, we are a sophisticated slave, right? From Indonesia, how you guys doing? Thank you, appreciate your support. Natalia, how you doing? Hi. All right. First of all, real blessings to all of you guys. All right. And I do believe that real change, all right, radical change, beautiful change is coming. All right. Because we're waking up. Okay. And I don't know English. Oh my God. So this is gonna be the subject of today, and I'm gonna go through a few concepts, ideas, and why it is a sophisticated age of slavery. Okay, slavery was not abolished; it was just created to a more sophisticated way. All right, and excuse me. If you're not, if we're not creating something for ourselves, right? Then we haven't reached the potential divine purpose call that we have in this earth, right? And regardless of how much money we get, oh, I get paid very well at this job, right? It's still a slave mentality, right? Because it's different from having a great job and creating jobs, creating opportunity. It's very different. Yeah. And I'm a very proudful guy, and it cost me. How you do, Isaiah? What's up, bro? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And so I want everybody to not understand, but just acknowledge of what I'm saying. Just pay attention to this. Okay, Alex, I work for a wonderful company. Okay, that's cool. I'm not denying that. That's okay. Okay. But listen to the words. I'm working for this company. Scene one. Scene two. I'm working with this company. Scene two. Different. I'm working for this company. Okay? So automatically, I'm not an equal. If you're not an equal, you're under somebody. All right? Well, that's what the Bible says. No, fuck the Bible. The Bible was meant, rewritten by people who want to enslave humanity. Okay? And I'm going to be touching everything in this subject, in this stream right now. I'm going to be touching everything. Okay? How are we going to fight back with the masters, with the elites who control around this world? Right? Is it a physical fight? It's not. It's not a physical fight. Not because we're weak, not because we cannot fight. It's because that's not the appropriate approach, fight that we're going to be, that we're going to do. If I work with you, we're equal. See? We're equal. If I work for you, see the difference? Huh? Very big difference. This is me. I work for you. You work for me. We're not equal. I'm bigger, stronger. And that shouldn't be shameful. That shouldn't get you angry. We should be happy, right? That we finally found the problem. How many times are you guys not gonna let me lie? How many times have we been, I need to look for a better job? And sometimes you get a better job, right? Because it pays you more. We're not here to get paid. Brothers, sisters, women, men out there, I know. You might say, Alex, I think those 9 years in federal prison did you wrong. They might did. But they did one thing, though. If there's something that 9 years in federal prison did to me, you know what it did? It took the veil out of me. Yep. And I will not change that for nothing. I won't. People ask me, what's your goal? I'm already reached my goal. I'm streaming. Regardless of the subscribers, I don't care. I'm streaming, right? A weird existing law, yeah. Yeah. Once you know you're being enslaved, then you no longer are a slave no more. That's the beautiful thing. That's the catch. Huh? That's the catch, guys. Huh? You should pat yourself on the back. Once you find out you being enslaved, then you no longer a slave. It's the people who think they're free, who think they make and made their own decisions, are the real slaves. But once you acknowledge, you know what? This is not good. I'm not liking this, that I'm after a paycheck. It's not. Day. Yeah, day. It's not. It's a beautiful thing. Yep. Once we are aware that these people, they want to pay us with money, all right? What are you talking about? Well, you see my title, right? Work is a sophisticated way of slavery. Yeah. Yep. If you're working for a corporation, for an employer, it doesn't matter how much you get paid. It doesn't matter. Guys, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because they're stopping you for creating. You're a piece of art. Okay? You cannot be rewarded with money. You cannot. Okay, Alex. If you think you know everything, I don't. But I know something. All right? If we are a piece of art, what are we supposed to be doing? And what are we getting in exchange of being that or doing this? First of all, you need to know this planet has resources, okay? Those resources are translated into money, into currency, all right? When I was incarcerated for 9 years in a federal prison, real money, all right, Benjamin Franklin's, they had no value in the yard. Zero. Zero. It was just another piece of paper. Who had authority of what it's the currency in prison? The people who created prisons. Food was currency. Stamps to write letters were currency. And that's real currency even in the real world. You have to buy stamps, of course, right? But it was food. If they take money, guys, out of this world, right? They take money. They shut the system. They shut the internet. Like right now, they shut the system. Your banks, they just freeze your account. So now what? Where's your money at? What's the real value? There isn't. We need to wake up from this lie. They say we're gonna create more jobs. Hmm? We don't need that. Hmm? How about this one? Hmm? Instead of saying we're gonna create more jobs, we're gonna give pieces of land, huh, to everybody. Hmm? Guess what? Then realtors, huh, those vultures, huh, they go after your family. Hmm? They go after your bank account. Hmm? They no longer gonna exist. Hmm? Hmm? Oh, we're gonna create more jobs. We don't need jobs, mister. We don't need jobs. We don't. Hmm? So what do we need, Alex? Hmm? Tell us, what do we need? Hmm? We need a piece of land. We need a piece of the planet, not a job. Okay? These people who create jobs, they own the earth. Hmm? That's why would they say nobody's above the law. What is law? Land, air, and water. Hmm? Who can be above them? Nobody. Hmm? What's up? Hi. Thank you guys for your support. Huh? I'm not angry here. This is not a negative talk. Right? You look like a bee with an angry, you're excited. Yeah, I'm from Midwest. I was in New York too. My love to New York. I love it. Yeah. Long Island City. Yes, sir. Queens. Yep. I was there for 3 months. I love it. Hmm. I love winter. So, Elon Moore. Yes, exactly. What is happening? What's up? Huh? So, yeah, guys. I understand. You, like Alex, you don't get it. Probably not. I get paid good. See what are you saying? Pay attention to your words. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. Hmm? It's not that I'm paying somebody. And at the end of the day, it's not for you to do what they're doing. Like in my videos, leaders don't create followers. Leaders create leaders so they cannot follow them. They cannot follow me. They will follow themselves at the end of the day. Okay? We don't need followers in this world. We need leaders. People who can be their own captains of their own boats. The ocean is vast. It's broad. It's big for everybody's boat to be there. We don't need one captain. All right? Adam Sandler, what's up? What's up? Yeah. Adam Sandler is Jewish, you know. Hebrew, it's not a race, it's a DNA. DNA that's been scattered all over the world, right? And I'm gonna give you, I don't want to be out of topic, but if you want to know somebody, what race, what DNA he has, his hair and his nose will give it away. Never forget. All right? Hair and nose. You go for that. And they'll tell you who they are. You know? But yeah, going back to having a job, it's another way of slavery, you know. It's hard. It cost me more than 20 years. It's yeah, I'm not changing my mind because there's nothing to change. And this is what's up, right? This is what it is, right? We get excited when we have people in the government saying we have more jobs now, right? Like I said, we don't need jobs. We don't. We don't. We need land. Hmm? Yeah. We want to own a piece of land with air water. Okay? That's the true divine purpose of every human being in this earth. Mm. My mama said, Shalom, shalom, what's up? Huh? Yeah. I love you guys. Huh? So, yeah. Yeah. So why is the Bible still to this day a powerful book? Why is it? Huh? Why is it in the Torah and the New Testament to this day convinces people that that's the truth? Huh? Because even in the Torah, in the New Testament, there are certain things that are true. That's the purpose. That's the hook, to hook people. They're not going to tell you lies only. No, that's not how it goes. There has to be some truth so we can fall for it. Mm-hmm. But what's the solution? What's the way out? That once you acknowledge, not because I'm saying it, because you can test it on your own. Go to your job. Go to your job right now or tomorrow or in 2 days. Whatever shift you work, whoever you work with, tell them your opinion. Tell them the changes that you want to create. They don't care. They will hear you, but they don't follow what you say, right? And that's not a negative thing. That's just exposing the truth. Well, game tight. What's up, bro? Game, what are you talking about? We're talking about that your work, my employer, it's another way of slavery, my dog. Yes, it is. Yeah. Paychecks, salary, it doesn't matter. You're getting paid with money, with tangible paper money. It's a slavery. Because people who are rich and wealthy and run the earth, they don't get paid. They don't. They had to create money to pay the slaves, right? Few people are catching up. This is why AI, artificial intelligence, is kicking in, right? It's being now more coming out. And it's taking over humans. And humans have the gut to say, why is a robot replacing me? Oh my God. They should replace you. Because me and you, flesh and bones, should not be working. We should be creating. You should be happy that robots are going to replace us. Somebody needs to do the hard work, but not a human being. Unless you're a slave. Then you have to do it. So now you know. If you want to call in tomorrow and not show up to work, good. You have the whole day to acknowledge and think about it. Not what I say. You can test it on your own, guys. I'm Latino and I work hard to help my family out. It's not slavery. It's a way of life. Everybody works. That's slavery, my dog. That's slavery. And I don't judge you. It took me 20, 30 years to get to this point, to acknowledge that the Bible, the Quran, any holy scripture, okay, and people in power, they will never gonna tell you the truth. It's your responsibility. You're accountable. When you come to this earth, nobody's gonna tell you the truth, not even your parents. That's kind of like the sad part. I had a parent, I had a mom and a dad, okay? Guess what? They were brainwashed into this concept that you need to work hard for your family. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle that keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And then the elites, right? The people who are above this, once in a while, they choose who they want to recognize. Like, okay, you made a hard work. I'm going to give you this medal. I'm going to give you this recognition. Now you go to NASA. Now you're going to the CIA. Now you're going to the government. But it's not because of your hard work. It's because they have to play it out. They have to reward slavery. Because otherwise, even the most ignorant slaves will catch up with this BS, with this bollocks. Okay? Very quickly, right? Very quickly. So, Alex, let's say, I don't want to work for nobody. What's the next step? It's a good question. If I know that I don't want to keep working for this company, what should I do? And this is the part, this is the stage, the phase of your life that finally you're going to get hit with reality. Why? Because now you're going to find out if your daughters, sons, wives, husbands, family really appreciate you because of who you are or because of your paycheck. Ta-da! Game tight. Do you have a job? I do. I do. And when I'm talking about slavery, I'm counting myself too, right? But like I said, once you know you are playing as a slave, you say like, man, these people are keeping us in slavery. Then you no longer a slave no more. You just playing it until you come with a better plan. Okay? You start investing in yourself. And then you will no longer need that job. Because we always need ourselves. Okay? I do work Monday to Friday. But I realize this is slavery, big dogs. It shouldn't be insulting. I'm in the same path as you guys. I'm not rich or wealthy. Okay? I'm working. But I did 9 years in federal prison. I talked to a lot of people. I met a lot of people from different backgrounds. And I made a decision that I will get to the bottom of all this scheme, of this agenda that's going on for thousands of years, with the help of other people who are in the same path. I'm not the only one. To go to school is another way of slavery. To go to school is another way of slavery. Why? Because it's not free. I have an older son. He's 17. He's going to college next year. Because he has good grades. He's going to be sponsored. He's going to get a scholarship. But still, you need to keep up with grades, right? Because these people, they still need intelligent people and obedient, okay, to finish and keep their agenda. Education should not be priced. Education should not be sold to you. I'm not complaining. It's not complaining. It's observation. Now these days, you cannot talk about color because you're racist. You cannot talk horrible people because it's a hate crime. It's not. It's observation. I have my own eyes. I do. I do. I just got taken tired of knowing that you're not going nowhere. It's just a rat race. A rat race. When you die, your son, your daughter, your wife will tell you, thank you. Thank you for what? For the paycheck, for the house that you left us. So that's it. That's the whole purpose of a human being. Nope. It's not. I disagree. We are creators. We are a piece of art. Somehow, we're gonna take Earth back to the people who belongs to. Right? It's a matter of time. It's happening. It's not a complaint. It's raw observation. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys love your supervisors. You guys just love your managers. Unless you're a manager yourself. It's not right. We're waking up. One by one, we're waking up. Yep. And this going to change. It's already changing. I see it. I see employers, corporations, jobs crumbling down. Yep. They think a paycheck solves everything. It does solve something, but not everything. And we're not asking for money for a paycheck, free paychecks. No, we're not asking for money. This is what a lot of people are going to get it twisted. No, don't get it twisted. I'm not promoting some lazy ass fuck. No, welfare. No, I'm not. No, we don't need money. We don't need paper paychecks. We don't. We need land. Right? We need access for water, free water. Yep. That's what it is. And it's going to be. Right? It's already happening, guys. It's already happening. Just a matter of time. This is not complaining. You guys should learn how to speak your mind. Right? People, professional people, they know how to reverse psychology you by saying, you're just ungrateful. What? Ungrateful? If I want more, why is it that I'm ungrateful? It's not. It's not. Why religion claim to be the chosen people from God, by God, and they still need money from us? That's your answer, guys. And I don't want to keep going with religion, right? Somebody said, Jesus is coming. Yeah, it's a hologram in the sky. I already said it. If you can buy land, you cannot buy land. Absolutely not. You cannot buy land. Nope. You still have to pay for wherever it is. You cannot. Only government can buy the land. Yep. Yeah, that's not true. You guys need to read the little letters. You guys need to read the small letters. Yeah. It's not. Right? For all the Christian people out there, Jesus is going to come. Yeah. He's going to come. It's an hologram in the stage, in the sky. Yeah. Revelations is nothing but technology, a device shooting a hologram to the sky. Right? That's why people, everything that is in the Bible, it's passing. Yeah. People who wrote the Bible are making this happening. Earthquakes, wars will be the sign of the ending times. Who creates earthquakes? People. It's a pipe drilled down to the earth with air pressure. He creates earthquakes around the earth. Everything it's man-made. It's designed by man, not by God. Okay? If you see horses and voices, it's audio. Sophisticated voice. Big speakers. A little device with technology. Okay? It's a hologram. That's the second coming of Jesus. It's not real. It's a stage. It's not real. This world is for the strong, not for the weak. Right? Yep. It's man-made. Tsunamis. Yeah. Try this at home. Put some water on the floor. Spill some water on the floor. Have a hand fan. A little fan that you use for your desk. Blow it on blow it to the earth, to the water, to the ground. See how the water spreads out? Okay, that's what they do, but in a bigger scale. Yeah, it's all technology. We cannot ignore it no more. Things are changing and it's gonna be for the better, right? Be strong. Faith, it's poison. Trust your instinct and your observation, guys. I love you guys. See you guys tomorrow.